So a lot of people resort to money laundering hotbeds, right? Countries that are either on the FATF gray list or countries that have had a history of being on the gray list, right? When you're looking for zero taxation, especially if you're from a developed country, a strong, powerful country like US, Canada, UK, you don't want your home country tax authority to audit the crap out of you. It's very important to be in control, right? Be aware of where you are headed for zero taxation. Let's say you're doing a 30% tax or a 40 or even a 50% tax, and suddenly you watch a video online, zero taxation, pay no taxes, pay zero taxes. You pick up a country that has had this kind of a shady history, right? And there are a lot of countries. It's not that difficult to identify these countries. You go online, put zero taxes, the best jurisdictions, and a few typical culprits pop up. And once that happens, you obviously have to take into account what's the history. You don't want to attract attention if you invite those audits. It's easy to say that everything is clear, you're not doing anything wrong, but you have to be careful because naive rookie mistakes with taxations, which happen all the time, you've got to be careful because it's no longer a local matter. You're not just dealing with your home country, local, let's say your state jurisdictions. You're dealing with international tax matters. There are a lot of complicated considerations. Your place of residence, do you still possess your home when you're trying to establish a zero tax residency? And careful international tax advice is particularly very important, not just from your home country, but also from your the country that you're headed to. And the history and reputation really matters. Now, there's some typical ones, right, which pop up on the internet. I'm not interested in talking any of those options which have had a shady past. In this video, I'm going to uncover an exciting, hidden, under the radar option that's safe, peaceful, has brilliant connectivity, is just a couple of hours from major connections, right, where you can exit the country by road or by plane. Plane tickets are as cheap as 15 to 20 bucks on certain days between different nations in this region. And you're looking at no income tax, right? So it sounds too good to be true, but there is an option like that. I'm also going to discuss how you can achieve this residency at the cheapest possible price points. There are a few websites that are always going to market or upsell you the highest priced option. Here I'm going to discuss the lowest price options to obtain this residency. Now, before we deep dive in this exciting topic, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure to turn on the bell notification and subscribe so you don't miss out on any important videos and updates. I constantly keep track of different changes across programs, so you want to be notified on time. And if you like the kind of content I create, give me a thumbs up, like this video. All right, now I'm going to talk about the country of Oman. Now, this is a hidden gem in the Gulf, right? It has no personal income tax. Now, again, too good to be true. How long the no personal income tax lasts for is subjective, right? There could be a minor tax that they might enforce in future. But again, this is a very affordable, convenient, and easy residency to obtain. So once you establish a residency, again, you're looking at zero taxation. This has never been on the FATF gray list, doesn't have any shady past or shady history, unlike some other countries, right, which frequently pop up. So from an auditing perspective, the reputation is pretty neat and clean, right? So you want a clean reputation when you're dealing with legal or tax matters. Developed nations always go by the past history, how relaxed or loose their laws are. And a country suddenly going off the gray list doesn't mean that no one's watching it. Of course, there is some sort of monitoring or watch that goes on even after that, right? Because they want to be careful. The countries want to be very and careful of such jurisdiction, even moving forward. With Oman, that's not the case. There are three particularly interesting areas in Oman. The first thing is you have to purchase a property in an ITC. I'm going to discuss the investor option via property purchase. I feel this is hassle-free, doesn't have to create a business and have the whole accountability, right? You just buy a property, a cheap property, and you can qualify. Now, there are three areas. One is Muscat Hills, which is the cheapest possible option to get into. Then you have Jabal Sifa, which is really beautiful paradise type looking jurisdiction. You have access to the beach. It's a lovely resort style property, right? You have all the amenities right in the complex. So Jabal Sifa is for someone who wants to have a good life. Let's say, you want to go there, spend some time, maybe a couple of weeks, enjoy the beautiful amenities that the area or the country has to offer, then that makes sense. Muscat Hills is for someone who doesn't really want to spend that much time. They want the connectivity to the airport, maybe 5 minutes from the airport. They want to have a small little cheap apartment, which is good, convenient, easy to access, 5 minutes in and out of the country. So for those type of people, the economical side, you have the Muscat Hills. And then you have Al Mouj, which is again very close to the airport, but it's slightly upscale. This is for someone again who wants to be close to the airport, but wants to spend more time in the country. Then Al Mouj is the best one. It has the ocean access. So these are the three ITCs that often come up. These are the popular ones, and you have some other options in the country. But an investment of 50 OM bar is the bare minimum that you're looking at, right? You hardly would find anything below that, and that's the recommended amount to get the shortest possible residency, a couple of years residency. This is indefinitely renewable, so you don't have to sign up for the 5-year residency by the 250 OMR or the 500K OMR for the 10-year residency. You can start off with the 2 years, which is more convenient, right? You keep renewing this every 2 years as long as you hold the property in the country. One of the biggest things with government approved projects, the ITC is more like the government approved project for foreigners. In most countries, it is not a good deal, right? But here it's the opposite. It's in high demand. The locals feel that there's going to be a lot of foreign demand for ITC investments. So they have started investing in ITCs. Obviously, they're eligible to invest in their own country wherever they want. So a lot of the locals are buying up properties in those ITCs. So a lot of foreign demand. The demand is going up. And as the constructions are coming up, obviously properties are flying off the shelf in Oman in a lot of places, and these options are available and then they're gone, right? So you want to capitalize if you think this is what you want. So an investment of 50 OMR gets you in, locks in your residency, and then you're looking at a no tax jurisdiction. This is one of the safest countries that you can get into. One of the biggest advantages that I would like to stress upon is the monthly maintenance fees for those apartments. And 50 OMR is close to 130K USD. So it's a low price point for your own apartment in the country. So you're planting your flag in the country. And then you have your solid, strong, safe, convenient, easy, calm, peaceful residency. And we do work with a lot of agents in the area for all these three ITCs. So we have good networks if you're looking for agent services. And if you're looking for legal services to wrap up your residency as quickly as possible once you make the purchase, that's one of our strengths. We have got you covered. So you can always click the link, book a call, discuss this option, pick your ITC. We can look if this is a good investment for you and get you started with the property of your choice, so you can plant your flag in Oman. You can secure this safe residency, pair this with the right citizenship, right? The citizenship is very important. Now, Oman would not get you the citizenship at the end of the day, but it will get you a low maintenance, pocket-friendly residency. So price of the apartment, of course, is the lowest as compared to some of the other nations in that region, right? Dubai, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, those are higher. Oman is conveniently cheaper, and the monthly maintenance fees to, let's say, support that apartment is close to around 50 to 60 USD, approximately, could be more or less. But when you compare and contrast this with, let's say, $1,000 per month in Dubai, this is a huge savings. Plus, it is not chaotic. It doesn't have that shady reputation. Now, let's say you've finalized Oman and you want to pair this with a citizenship. There are 16 citizenships that you can consider, that you can look at, which are immediately available based on your circumstances. If you have missed my coverage on 16 citizenships that you can look at to get started, hop onto this video. This talks about every single option in detail. Again, as I said, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and catch you in this one.